Okay, we're solving some exercises that involve a little bit of common sense and logic. So we're going to solve now word problems that involve the act of making comparisons. Okay, like we're going to compare some stuff. Okay, this exercise says in the previous figure, like this one, triangles ABC, we use letters like to mention the corners of each triangle. We call those corners vertices. Okay, in singular, it will be vertex. So A, B, and C. With those corners, I know which triangle I'm talking about. So ABC will be this triangle up. Okay, and ACD. ACD will be this corner, and this corner. So I'm talking about this other triangle. Okay, so the two triangles that you can see in there, it says that they have the same perimeter. How many centimeters long is segment AD? When you say segment, it's a line, but it's not an infinite line. It's a short line, like it has a beginning and an end. So segment AD would begin on A and it's gonna end on D. So I'm talking about this one. Okay, how many centimeters long will be segment AD? That's the question. Okay. So they give us some options, and our goal is to figure out like which one will be the answer in here. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Okay, triangles ABC and triangles ACD. It says that they have the same perimeter, so the perimeter of one is gonna be equal to the perimeter of the other one. How do you find perimeter? Perimeter, you find it by adding all of the sides. Okay, so the perimeter of ABC will be 8 plus 3 plus this thing that I don't know. Another way to say it is AB, because instead of A, I could say from A to B, okay, because that's 8. From B to C, I add that other side, and from C to A, okay? AB plus BC plus AC or CA. It doesn't matter in which order you mentioned them, okay? So that thing is going to be equal to the other part of the problem, okay? So we have AB plus BC plus AC, okay? That will be the first, the perimeter of the first triangle, AB plus BC plus AC. The perimeter of the other one will be AC plus AD plus DC. Those three sides are basically the perimeter. The sum of them, it will be the perimeter of the other triangle. Okay, AC plus AD plus DC. AC plus AD plus DC. Okay. Okay, so that will be, those will be both of the perimeters of the triangles, and I know that they are equal because it says that they have the same. Okay, that the perimeter of one triangle and the other one is the same. They have the same perimeter, so I know that they are equal. All I need to do is change the AB and BC and all those stuffs with the numbers that I already know. Okay, so instead of AB, I will have number 8. Okay, so instead of AB, I'm gonna put number 8. 8 plus, I don't know what's the other number. Okay, BC will be 3. Okay, 8 plus 3. AC, I don't know AC, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, DC is the other one that I know. DC is 6. Okay, so I'm gonna copy AC because I don't know AC. Okay, that thing is gonna be equal to, I don't know AC, okay, plus, which one was the one I knew? I knew DC. DC is 6. Okay, so I don't know the other one either. Okay, I don't know AD plus DC is 6. Okay. Okay. So what do we do now? Well, we do something very simple that we do with linear, like with linear equations. We move all of the letters to the left and all of the numbers to the right? So what I will have in here will be AC, which I already have on the left, and this AC positive on the right side. I'm going to move it, so it will be minus AC minus AD. Yeah, that thing will be equal to 6, which I already have on the right side, and then I'm gonna move these numbers, minus 8 minus 3. Okay, not sure if you noticed, but AC minus AC is basically, I'm subtracting the same thing, so they cancel, right? AC minus AC is goodbye. So what I will have next is minus AD equals 6 minus 8 is negative 2, and negative 2 minus 3, that's negative 5. Okay, now because negative AD is minus 5, then I know that AD is going to be 5. Like, I just flip the signs, right? I change the signs and positive 5. So it's kind of like the minus in here with the minus in here. It's kind of like obvious that AD is the number 5. Yeah. You could pass to divide minus 1, but you're losing time. Remember, we're trying to do this as fast as we can. Okay? The goal of solving this exercises is not wasting enough, like a lot of time. No, like do them as fast as you can. So AD will be 5. Now, what was the question of the exercise? How many centimeters long is segment AD? Oh, okay, 5. So I got the answer. Okay, the answer will be, it's 5 centimeters long. So the other answers are not correct. Those would be false. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so the correct answer will be 5 centimeters. Okay, let's see this other exercise now. Okay, Brenda drove 3 times as far as Alfonso. Well, but then they tell, okay, there's a period that's important. Okay, there's like, you stop. That's one piece of information. So I know that Brenda drove 3 times as far as Alfonso. Okay, so if I don't know anything about Alfonso, then Alfonso is going to be X for me. So Brenda drove 3X because it's 3 times Alfonso. Okay, so Brenda will be 3X what traveled, and Alfonso traveled X. Okay, now after that it gives us more information. It says Brenda drove 84 kilometers more than Alfonso. Okay, more than is basically a plus backwards. Okay, and Alfonso could be X also, like, because I don't have information about Alfonso. Like, I know nothing about Alfonso's distances. So Alfonso will be X. And because Brenda drove 84 kilometers more, then Brenda will be X plus 84 because it's 84 more. Okay. And then the question, how far did Alfonso drive? So I'm looking for X. Basically, Alfonso will be X, and then that's my goal, to find X. Okay. So what am I going to do? Okay. If you noticed in this exercise, Brenda is mentioned twice. Like, they give us information about Brenda twice. So I know that the first information they give me about Brenda has to be basically the same information as the other thing that they gave me, because I'm talking about the same Brenda. There are no 2 different Brendas in here. Okay. So all I need to know is which information was one and which information was the other one. Like I said, in here it will be that Brenda drove 3 times as far as Alfonso, so it will be 3X because Alfonso is X for me. Okay, and in the other piece of information is that Brenda is X plus 84. Okay, so I know that in this case 3X is going to be equal to X plus 84. Okay. Now, by knowing that, I know that I can pass this X to subtract. So you don't need to copy it if you can do it mentally, like 3X minus the X, that will be 2X, okay, equals 84. because I know that 2x is 84, then I know that x will be half, right? So x will be 42, yes. Why am I not doing like all of the steps? Remember, I'm trying to do this thing as fast as I can, okay? So x will be 42. And remember, even though I'm talking about Brenda in this process, the x represents what Alfonso drove. So Alfonso drove 42 kilometers. So yeah, this will be the answer for basically for Alfonso. Like all of the rest of the answers will be wrong except for 42. 42 will be correct. Okay, that will be the answer for Alfonso. Now, how much did Brenda drive? Sorry, how much did Brenda drive? Okay, 3 times as far as Alfonso, so 3 times 42, like 42 times 3, that'll give me 126. So this 126 will be correct if they were asking me the distance that Brenda drove. But they're not asking me the distance that Brenda drove, they're asking me the distance that Alfonso drove. Okay. Yeah. Now let's see this other exercise. It says if both figures have the same perimeter, which will be the perimeter? Okay, so they give us 2 figures, okay, and they tell us, as in the first exercise, that they have the same perimeter. If you remember, to find the perimeter of a figure is basically adding all of the sides. So because this looks like a rectangle, then I'm gonna have to assume that if this side measures x, then the opposite side is also going to be x. If this side is x plus 20, then the other side is also going to be x plus 20. Why? I have to assume it. If I don't, then this will be an impossible exercise. Like you have to assume that in this case this is a rectangle. And in the triangle they give me the 3 sides, so it will be just like adding those 3 sides. So if I add the 4 sides of this figure, it will be x plus x, that will be 2x. Yeah. Remember, I have x plus 20 here and x plus 20. Okay. So x plus 20 and x plus 20, that will be 2x plus 40. Okay. And with the 2x that I already had on these other 2 sides, that will be 4x. So it will be 4x plus 40. If you don't know how to do it in your mind, then grab a piece of paper and work on it. Okay. Like I said, the goal in here is to do these things as fast as you can. If you cannot do it in your mind, then don't waste time. Grab a piece of paper and copy the information, add them, and find the answer. Okay. So the answer for this perimeter will be 4x plus 20, plus 40. Sorry, like 20 in here and 20 on the other one. So 4x plus 40. So I have in here 4x plus 40. That should be equal to something else. The perimeter of this other one. So x plus x plus x. I have 3 x's, so it will be 3x. Okay. Now 55 and 50, that will be 50 and 50, 105. Yes. So 105 plus 15 will be 110, 120. Yes. So 3x plus 120. So that will be the perimeter of the triangle. So 4x plus 40 equals 3x plus 120. Yes. And then I move things. Remember, the numbers go to the right side and the letters go to the left side. So it will be 4x minus 3x. I'm not going to copy it if I can do it in my mind. I can do it in my mind and get the answer immediately. I'm going to put x. Why? Because that saves a lot of time. And then 120 positive minus 40. I'm not going to copy it if I can do it in my mind. If you can't, then yes, copy it. Okay? But if you can do it in your mind, 80. Okay? I know that x is 80. So what was the question? Question is, which will be the perimeter? They're not asking me for x, they're asking me for the perimeter. Okay, so let's work with this one because it looks easier than the triangle, because adding 55 to 80 and then like that makes a mess, but adding 20 is super easy. So I have this one that is 80, okay, and this other side is 80 plus 20, 100. You can do it in a piece of paper if you cannot do it in your mind, okay. So 80 and 100, yes, and I have 80 here also and 100 too. So 100 and 100 is 200. 80 and 80, 160. 200 and 160, 360. So that'll be the answer for this perimeter. Do I need to get the answer on the other one? If I'm sure of my process, no. If I'm not sure of my process, then yes, try finding it. And if it's not 360, then we have a problem, because it says that both figures have the same perimeter, so they should be 360 both. If it's not, then you have a wrong answer. You should have tried with a different answer. Okay. So yes, and that's the process. If you notice, we're comparing two stops, okay, and by comparing them like two stops that are usually equal, and that gives us information for solving exercises.